Strap in, kid.
Welcome to the Very Bad Batch Explosion Network's after show, breaking down, discussing, reviewing each and every episode of the Disney Plus original Star Wars series, Star Wars: The Bad Batch. My name's Tom Blind. Joining me, Ashley Hobley.
Hey, Dylan, excited to be here, and it's exciting to be at some sort of tipping point of the season of Bad Batch.
Yeah, with 16 episodes, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so with 2 episodes left.
With 2 episodes. Double left. Episode next week.
Yeah. We're getting there. Stuff's finally happening just in time for the show, the season to end. Love that. So episode 14, Tipping Point, directed by Saul, Ruiz, written by Jennifer Corbett, Matt Michnovetz. Synopsis was new information has our heroes taking on dangerous mission.
It's true.
Do they though? Like, they don't really take on the mission. Like,
they're about to take on the mission.
This episode's like them being told about a mission, sure, but So this episode basically about this Dr. Hemlock character who's a little bit of a Frankenstein. He's got his monsters, or his would be. He wants his crank monsters. I don't know. He's a nasty man, is how I'd put it. Potentially building up to they keep like teasing out, and I don't know if we're going to see it or whatever, but maybe he's experimenting on these experimenting on the clones. I've been saying for weeks now it'd be, interesting if they or any one of them turn into a version of Death Troopers or Purge Troopers or Dark Troopers, any of the those sorts of variations that we've seen pop up that you never really see who's under the hood sort of scenario. What's your overall thoughts on this week's episode?
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty good. There was some interesting stuff that happened. Obviously, a lot of action stuff. We get to catch up with Echo, who obviously off with Rex doing Rex rebel
rebels.
shit.
Yeah,
being a rebel. You get to see them take out a Star Destroyer. That's pretty cool. And obviously we're leading up to. It definitely leads up to the finale, I guess, like setting up Crosshair, obviously, as much as he's all for the Empire, he has some sort of soft spot for Omega. Or at least he knows they won't turn her over. So I thought it was an interesting episode and probably one of the better ones we've had this season.
Yeah, I mean, it's easily one of the better ones we've had this season. A lot of interesting stuff happening, wheels turning as we head in towards the finale. I very much enjoyed this episode as well. Seeing that, so I think it's the first episode this entire season that we've had both the Bad Batch and Crosshair, right? I feel like that's because every other time it's been either one or the other. We haven't seen, and obviously they're not together in an episode, but I think it's the first time we've ever cross-faded between the two locations, between the characters, at least this season. Last season, happened all the time. Wasn't a thing. This season, they're like, we're really going to separate these characters, make them not the same. But what do you reckon, old Mr. Dr. Hemlock, what do you reckon he is? What's he want Omega for? What's the go there?
Well, he just wants the other scientist, the Camoan scientist, to tell him what he wants to know. That's completely what it's about,
What's he want to know?
About the cloning technology.
He just wants to know, you reckon that's what it is, though? You reckon it's just straight up?
It's as basic as that.
Okay. You reckon there's some secret underlying...
Or maybe how to make a...
How to make a Snoke.
Make female stormtroopers. Because obviously, while Omega is a clone of Boba Fett, or Jango Fett, she's obviously not an exact replica of Jango Fett. You know what I mean? So,
what if it's all ruse? She's actually a clone of Jango Fett's sister. Secret
maybe,
sister no one knew about.
Yeah, Jango wanted a clone of his sister because she died, and she wants to bring her back in some sort of way.
Yeah.
But she never went and claimed her at any point. Yeah, that would be weird. And they let her call her Omega instead of whatever name her sister was, unless his sister's name was Omega, in which case she would be Omega Fett. I don't know. It just seems like a crazy fan theory.
Well, the thing that confuses me is, so have we been like? Do you reckon is what's after? Hold on, Alpha and Omega. Like, is there a third? What's in the middle?
Beta,
right?
I mean, there's an entire alphabet. I mean,
yeah, I know. So are they saying that they're failed ones, or
I don't know.
House Zeta? Oh, they probably didn't get that far, but yeah, Crosshair definitely seems like he doesn't want to give up Omega, which is cool. Good to see him. Definitely, it doesn't say. Well, I mean, he doesn't seem like he's on the he's pretty much turned. He's turned face, complete face turn.
Yeah,
is
that's what we'll do when you kill off a jerk Imperial officer.
Yep. I'll do it.
Even the doctor was like, "That was a cool move. I'm all for it." I met that guy once. He totally had it coming.
Yeah. I like that whole sequence where he breaks out. You get the weird scarecrow sequence where the doctor's like, "Oh, I've got this poison, but I'm immune to it. Don't you wish you was immune? Ugh, let me put my scary mask on. What's your fear?" That's what it was reminding me of anyway. But you get that whole sequence, obviously.
What's a Princess Bride word?
Fear gas? I don't know. No. What? Princess?
Indubitably. Sorry.
Indubitably.
Inconceivably. Inconceivable.
Right. So that's the facility they're at is where we're going to go next week, presumably, right? That's going to, our guys are going to ramshackle that SOB. The little we get with the Bad Batch in this episode is mostly, of course, just, hey, we fixed everything, thumbs up. Remember how, the tidal wave shit from last week? Done it.
Fixed it. Helped build a bigger wall.
Remember last week's episode? We wanted them here. We had to think of a whole episode to explain it. We're like,
you know what the real building block here is and why they spent so long here. So Omega knows how to fly a ship now.
Yeah, true. Actually.
So clearly she's going to be flying a ship in the season finale. I pull it. Is that right here?
It would be ridiculous.
Rescue mission.
Yeah, it would be absolutely ridiculous if after this week, seeing her training and all that they're like, yeah, that's a season 3 thing. Yeah, it's fine. She's pretty ham on the old handbrake though. Hey, she loves a U-turn.
Sharp turn.
Was that one maneuver? They do do an echo dive, or I don't know. They were named
turn or something. Yeah,
echo turn. They're all named after things. That was pretty cool. But yeah, she ain't afraid to go fast. Tech turn. There we go. Tech turn. She ain't afraid to go fast. She'd fit right in the Fast and Furious franchise. That's for sure. And they've gone to space, so crossover.
Didn't they though?
Yeah, they did. They went to the moon. Basically, they went more to the moon than you've been to the moon. Indubitably. So also, there's not really much else that happens there, I guess. Other than with our actual crew, I guess. The highlight of the episode, though, I definitely feel like personally was I loved the whole sequence with the takeover at the start and all that. I thought that was a really well done, cool sequence. Because
I don't recall seeing a ship like that ever before.
What, docking one or the one they're in? Or yeah, I've seen it before in animated stuff, but
okay,
probably not in the live action stuff.
No, yeah.
I really thought that was a really cool sequence, just coming aboard like that and taken down. But also just makes me laugh how much that, it's also a really good showing of the clones, just, clones beating troopers in a general sense, because 3 of them take down. Yeah. 3 of them managed to take down an entire ship of troopers, more or less.
Yeah.
but apparently they're the redundant ones, I guess. So
yeah. I mean, this really goes to showcase like why Stormtroopers built a reputation as being shitty shots. You know, they had good people, and then they got inferior people to come and fill their jobs because they weren't willing to pay the first people what they deserved.
It's like real life, really.
Yeah, really.
It really does say
so many parallels.
So many parallels. I'm not talking about parking.
Yeah. Also loved Hunter pointing out how soldiers like planting roots in a town usually doesn't work out well for anybody.
No, doesn't.
Yeah.
It's true. It's a good point.
Yeah.
It's not wrong. It's not wrong at all. But yeah, I thought the whole sequence was good. Rex and getting to see everyone working together. A bunch of new characters there that at least that I'm not aware of. Old mate Fire Squirrel or whatever his name was. I can't remember. Fireball. There we are. going ham. Lands every shot he shoots. I reckon. He's a bloody weapon, that one. So yeah, really enjoyed that. And then considering how up and down this season's been with, hey, that was a good episode, to like hey, that was a good episode, hey, that was an average episode that at least moved the story forward, to that was a boring episode and did nothing, to that was terrible, to fuck, I'm bored. Such an up down season, but I would say that heading into next week, I'm at least excited. I'd say the important thing is we'll know
how it all plays out by the end of next week.
Yeah, so I'm good that I've sort of, considering how much of a wave this season's been. More so, I don't remember last season being anything like this. I remember last season just being like, yeah, like pretty solid, pretty like 7 out of 10 the most time. You know what I mean? But at least like I was on board. It was upward. It was upward. I never felt like this whole season. Do you feel like
we've had too high expectations?
Not really, to be completely honest.
Yeah.
I just feel like it's been so hit or miss. Like it's not like I'm against. I don't need every episode to be a major story pushing thing. I just need at least need the episodes to be, if they're not, if they want to go on a one-offs and do these random adventures, I just need there to at least be like character development and stuff that makes sense. But most of the time my complaint's been like nothing's happening. It's just a very confusing season. So
with the direction this finale is being set up, do you think we're going to get a Sid payoff next week?
I mean, yeah, I mean, they even brought up Sid this episode, so it'd be weird if we didn't at least see Sid come in and screw them over, or try to screw them over, or something like that.
But how?
Yeah, I don't know. Don't know. Sid has eyes everywhere, though, I suppose, would be the thing. So,
could this season end on a cliffhanger?
Yeah, presume last season kind of did. So,
but actually, now that I think about it, probably end of this first episode, Omega gets captured, and they rescue her in the second episode. So it's probably not going to.
If that's going to, no.
What?
No. Omega gets captured. She fucking frees herself. Is what, if anything. I don't need this bloody got to rescue Omega bullshit after she's proven.
It's all about family, Dylan. You know, family rescues family. Like she can half get herself free, but they come and get her. Not gonna leave her there.
No, she can free herself, and then she breaks out, steals the ship. Easy peasy. Season 3 of the Bad Batch, just called Omega, the show.
Maybe the rest of Bad Batch dies in this episode. Omega just goes on.
It's a really dark finale. But these animated shows, they always take a swerve towards the dark side.
Then she sets up her own Bad Batch.
It's like a season of
the Bad Batch 2.0. The Bad Batch Next Generation.
All right, thank you for joining us for
Deep
this
Space
penultimate episode of The Very Bad Batch. Please subscribe, of course, to the Holocron Entries, our podcast feed, for all our other Star Wars content, including The Mandalorians, which is airing at the moment as well, where we're discussing The Mandalorian. Follow our Twitters, ExplosionNetwork.com/Twitter, and join our Discord, ExplosionNetwork.com/Discord. If you like the show and you like ExplosionNetwork.com and you want to support us, ExplosionNetwork.com/support takes you to our Ko-fi page. You can donate as little as $1. And until next week.
Asked Hauser, asked Gregor, asked Rex, but he couldn't help me either. They call me the Seeker. I've been searching high, low and high. I won't get to get what I'm after until the day I die. It's a song by The Who, Dylan. The Who.
Oh, The Who, yeah. The Who. I was just trying not to cringe at you. Nearly completely.
Fucking that up, yeah.
I mean, you basically fucked up. It's fine.